Hi there, I'm Kathy Castrigno, and I wanted to make this video to talk about my story and what is it that got me interested in acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine. And my story is a personal one, as I had a lot of problems with my respiratory system, a lot of respiratory infections, most of my early years of my life up into my 20s. And that had always been taken care of with antibiotics, seemed to be the cure-all. But there was a particular winter in my late 20s where I got so sick for so many months, and the antibiotics did nothing, and then they would give me steroids, and that did nothing. And I was at the end of my rope. I was actually getting emotionally depressed too, because I was calling in sick to work all the time. Wasn't socializing with my friends. I mean, you can just imagine. So it was at that point that I tried acupuncture, and what I found was through a course of treatments that, of course, it was well, now it's of course, but then it was incredible to me that my respiratory problems can get better like that with just like some herbs and acupuncture. And another thing that I really, really loved about it was I noticed a huge shift in the first treatment on my mental state. Like that depression feeling had lifted a lot. And we continued to work on that too. And it was just like life transforming for me. So that's really what got me into acupuncture and Chinese medicine. So that inspired me to go to school because I wanted to be able to help other people experience what I experienced, because I was like, oh my God, I don't have to worry, I don't have to take these antibiotics. Like I can feel better just through all of this, taking care of myself and through some acupuncture. Just amazing. And so I went to school and I continued on the path of improving my health, and started doing some work in the 5-element acupuncture realm, which is more about connecting with your purpose, becoming more intimate with yourself, and it definitely addresses the physical symptoms that might be showing up in your life, but goes to a deeper level, like I was just mentioning. And that was really, really also transformative for me in another way, and allowed me to start being able to move into the place of being a practitioner and having a successful, fulfilling acupuncture practice. Really, really transforming for me. And so from there, I started to realize that, if you don't really know yourself and you don't really know what your values are and you don't have a deep connection with yourself, it's really hard to make good decisions in your life. Decisions will be based on distraction, not really knowing what you want, just doing what you think you should do because you should do it or the world is telling you that. And there'll be a lot of distress and distraction, and those are not health affirming, decisions or ways of living your life. And so let me just give you an example. Like there's a person that I see in my office, like currently right now, who came in with hormonal issues, insomnia, what was it, extreme fatigue, headaches, the list goes on. And so through working with acupuncture and Chinese medicine, we've been able to address a lot of those symptoms. But what I noticed is that this person had this like theme. I was starting to notice that everything was their fault, and this seemed to be in the areas of their career and in their relationship specifically. And it might have bled out into other areas of their life, but those were the main ones. And so since they believed everything was their fault, then as a result they had to try to make up for that by doing everything for everybody else, no matter what. And so people would have this woman running around from place to place, and she had like nothing left inside because she was always trying to make up for this, everything being her fault. And so I don't know if you could see the connection, but when you live from that kind of belief system and perception about yourself and the world, then it's a complete recipe for extreme fatigue, for hormonal imbalances, for headaches, for all kinds of health problems. It's like you're bankrupting your system. And so it was really, really important to address that, because if we didn't, and if she kept living her life that way, she would either endlessly have to come in for acupuncture or some kind of health kind of thing to keep her in, or try to keep her in balance. But through the work that we've done with the acupuncture and some work on just doing some little, just gentle, easy energy shifts, her life is really starting to transform. She's just not only starting to feel better, like physically, but even more amazingly to me is that she's really started to question, like, is it really all my fault? And if it's not, then how do I act in this world, and how do I be? And now she's like relearning how to be different in her career and in her relationship. And so she makes different decisions, and with different decisions and belief systems, she's taking different actions in her life. And it's taken this huge weight off of her, and it's just incredible to see this kind of transformation. So that is a way that I wanted to just explain and like put those together, how you can see how that kind of thing can contribute to health problems. And so what I've noticed in the last number of years in my practice, I've been in practice about a little over 10 years now, is that, yeah, you know, I definitely address physical issues, you know, physical problems, physical pain, whatever that is. It's important to address that. And it's very important a lot of times to address diet and lifestyle. Definitely an important part that's still addressed. But I also think it's important to, like, not really heavy, but just gently like exploring, like, what are these feelings or these beliefs or these patterns of living a person's life that are not really helping that person's health. Like, let's get down to the core of the issue. Like I said, this isn't really crazy, complex, or heavy. It's really gentle and easy, and it's actually really liberating. So that's where I work right now. I kind of work a little bit in the realm of the physical and a little bit of the realm of this, just looking at like some of these things, because it really does contribute to health problems. So and that's kind of where I'm working these days, and it is absolutely incredible. This is the most fulfilling work ever. And so I would love to be able to help you to feel better, to feel more connected with yourself, for your physical symptoms to start improving or going away. I believe it's possible. So to learn more about me, definitely download my ebook, How to Thrive in the Modern World. It's right here on my site. Just put in your name and your email, and you'll get a free copy sent right to you. And if you have any kind of questions or anything, feel free to give me a call at 970-333-9027. That number's right on my website too. So look forward to connecting with you soon, and have a great day.